Good morning, friends. I welcome you again to this channel, Dr. Vipul V. Kapoor. Let's learn. Friends, in this video, today we are going to discuss the influence of Greek language on English. Friends, in our previous lectures, we have discussed that English is a very heterogeneous language. English language is a mixed form of language which is available to us in today's times. The English that we are using, that we are writing, or that we are speaking in today's times is not the original English language. The original English, which is known as the Old English, also known as the Anglo-Saxon English, was used in England and surrounding areas from 5th to 10th century, which is known as Old English or Anglo-Saxon English. But with the passage of time, the English language came in touch with other societies, other tribes, other cultures, and this is how these different cultures, different societies kept on influencing English language. There are many reasons why English has lost its originality. There are so many occasions which can be assigned as the reasons behind English losing its original nature. In the last lecture, we discussed the influence of Latin language, and at that time, we discussed that English has about 29% of Latin words. So Latin, French, Greek, these are the most influential languages as far as today's English is concerned. But when we are discussing the influence of Greek language, we must say that the most important influence of Greek on English is during the 16th century or during the period of Renaissance. In the beginning of 16th century, new horizons were opened in the field of learning. Literature was given much freedom by the then Queen Victoria, and the scholars of England during 16th century, they started learning the Greek ethos, the Greek scriptures, and the Greek books were translated into English, and this is how English words and English phrases Greek words and Greek phrases entered into English during the Elizabethan age or during the 16th century. But this is not the fact that it was only during Renaissance period that Greek language entered into English. Even if we examine the pre-Renaissance period, even if we examine the period before the 16th century, before the 15th or 14th century, You know, Greek borrowings were still done by the scholars, by the writers. In the hands of the writers and thinkers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Homer, Aeschylus, Euripides, Sophocles, and so many others, the potentialities of this language for expressing accurate distinction have been cultivated to the highest point. Because the great thinkers of Greece, like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and the great writers of Greece, like Homer, like Virgil, like Aeschylus, Euripides, and all such great writers, they also have played an important role in influencing English language. And these Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Homer, Virgil, and all, they had written their literature, their philosophies in Greek language. Even before Renaissance, English contained a large number of words, large number of Greek words such as geography, theology, logic, academy, Bible, harmony, ecstasy, diphthong, nymph, poetry, theatre, tragedy, tyrant, and so on. These all words had already been entered into English from Greek language even before the period of Renaissance. The great contributions of Greek to the English vocabulary also consist in the supply of technical and scientific terms. Friends, in 21st century where we are living today, there are hundreds and thousands of technical terms or scientific terms which are used, which actually have their origin in Greek language. Most of the scientific names which have been given by the 21st century science actually have come from Greek. For example, the names like biology, anthropology, zoology, botany, chemistry, physics, mathematics, astrology, astronomy, and so on. These all words, have actually come from Greek language. In fact, whenever we see the suffix ology, O-G-Y, ology or O-G-Y, such suffixes actually come from Greek language. Medical science has also taken hundreds of words from Greek language. The words like psychology, neurology, hepatic, cardiology, and so many words which you can see here on the screen, which are related to medical science. These words also come from Greek language. As far as some technical words are concerned, the words related to the science of technology, these technical terms have also come from Greek language. Say, for example, we have the words like telegram. We have the words like telephone. The word phone that we are using in our times, actually it comes from Greek language. So the technical words like telegram, telephone, phonograph, photography, lithography, okay, all such words which you can see here on the screen, they come from Greek language. So far, let me recollect the whole discussion that no doubt the most important influence on Greek language, most important influence of Greek on English language can be taken during the times of Renaissance, because during the times of Renaissance, 16th century, so many Greek books written by great Greek thinkers, philosophers, scientists, they were translated into English, and with this translation, so many words entered into English. So, the most important period of Greek influence, you can say, is 16th century, or the period of Renaissance, or the period of Elizabethan age. Plato, Aristotle, Homer, Virgil, Aeschylus, Euripides, Sophocles, these were the great Greek thinkers, philosophers, writers, poets who have influenced English language even before Renaissance. Before Renaissance, these words had already been there in English language, which actually came from Greek, and these words are geography, theology, logic, academy, and blah 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 blah. Some words related to science like biology, anthropology, zoology, and botany, and all. These words also some medical names like psychology, neurology, and all such words. Also, at the same time, you can take these words which are technical words, okay, technical terms like telegram, telephone, phonograph, photography, and all such words also actually have come from Greek language. Friends, let us quote one scholar, Margaret Scott. She said that classical Greek made a special contribution to English in connection with the study of grammar and rhetoric. So, the point is, it is not only the field of science and technology or literature. Apart from science, technology, and literature, also there are hundreds of words related to the field of grammar and rhetoric which have entered into English from Greek origin. So, Margaret is of the view that classical Greek means ancient Greek language, has made a special contribution to English in connection with the study of grammar and rhetoric. So, she wants to say that ancient Greek language has influenced and has given so many words related to grammar and rhetoric to English language. In fact, the words grammar and rhetoric themselves are also, they also come from Greek language. The word grammar and rhetoric, they have their origin in Greek language. Other important words which are related to grammar and rhetoric which come from Greek are parenthesis, anaphora, irony, climax, bathos, elegy, antithesis, oxymoron, protagonist, and so many others. So, friends, these are the words which are related to rhetoric. Rhetoric means the science of speaking, the science of speech, okay, public speaking. So, the words related to literature, the words related to rhetoric, and related to grammar have also been found in English language, which actually have their origin in Greek. Not only this, we can also discuss here some words which are hybrid words. Hybrid means the words which are coined. That means, sometimes what happens, we take some words from Greek language, we make a little change in that language, in that word, and then as per our requirement, we add something into that and we make a new word in English language. So that is known as coining of words. So such hybrid words or coined words have also been found in our English language, which have their origin in Greek. For example, the suffixes and prefixes that we use in today's times, okay, the suffixes, the prefix like anti, okay, the prefix like hyper, the prefix like infra, these are Greek prefixes, okay. In the same manner, there are some suffixes which come from Greek, and such suffixes are like ology. Wherever and whenever we are using the suffix ology, OLOGY, it actually has its origin in Greek language. So when we say psychology, okay, zoology, when we say other words, sociology, these ology actually come from Greek language. We must also note some of the Greek words adopted since the 16th century. If we talk about the words which came into English from Greek during 16th century, then these are the words you can note down. The words like alphabet, the words like drama, dilemma, chorus, hubris, basis, theory, etc. During 17th century, new Greek words came into English language. The words like orchestra, pandemonium, museum, hyphen, dogma, etc. During 18th century, again hundreds of words like bathos, philander, and so on, they have entered into English. And also during 19th century, the words like phase, acrobat, agnostic, pylon, etc. have entered into English. At the end, we may say that, like Latin and Sanskrit, though Greek is no doubt a dead language, in today's times, Greek is not considered as a living language, just like Sanskrit and Latin. But still, we may definitely or undoubtedly say that it has its influence, it has its effect, on English language. It has a wonderful capacity of being so much precise and feeding the needs of modern science and technology, because modern science and technology still, in today's times also continue to take words and terms from Greek scriptures, Greek ancient books, right? Let's at the end quote Mario Pei. Mario Pei has written a book called Language for Everybody, and in this book, Mario has rightly commented that the civilization of the Greek and the Romans forms the basis of our Western culture. So, in this particular sentence, what Mario wants to say that the Greeks and the Romans, they were most highly responsible to influence the Western culture. That means, Romans means they used to speak Latin language, and Greek people used to speak Greek language. So the Latin influence and the Greek influence, these are the two most important influences on English language. That's what we can say, that's what we can understand from this particular sentence. I hope the idea is clear to you. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. Thank you. Thank you very much.